Album Review, the podcast where four totally unqualified guys review a different album every week in the hope of broadening our knowledge of music. However, we are easily swayed off topic and have no real idea what we are talking about. Today's album is VUKOVI Fall Better. At least I think that's how you pronounce it, VUKOVI.
It is.
I would assume so.
It's actually Italian. It's VUKOVI.
It's not, it's actually Serbian.
Brilliant.
I really enjoyed this album.
Oh, fuck.
Of course he did.
Of course he did. Jesus Christ.
What? I don't like this tone, William.
Sorry, carry on. Just tell me all the great things about this album.
Okay, I'll get straight into it. It sets off straight away. Straight away, it's like fast tempo.
No, it doesn't.
With a cringy intro with...
No, it doesn't. It goes, be prepared to die.
Dirty. You want to listen to dirty riffs? You're in the right place.
And, you know, and then it goes into...
It kind of made me a bit hot.
Oh,
This
I'm not
music.
including the intro. I like the intro, though.
You like
What about
it?
the actual music?
Oh,
This
God.
music can cause epileptic fits.
Thank God, maybe it will kill me.
This music will give you cancer.
Thank you. No, go away. Me and women. Sorry, carry on. Devin.
Sorry, Denver, carry on.
I think the whole album's very well produced, and it has very while the songs themselves don't contrast much, other than a few exceptions. I think there's many contrasting moments within the pieces.
Okay, so
And a lot
you did immediately throw a curveball there in saying that the production was good.
I agree.
I'd argue that the production of this was
Not great.
pretty
Terrible.
shoddy.
Yeah.
How would you say that? Why?
In the sense that it all sounds bad and
It's-
not well produced.
I
Her
tell
voice
you
is
what,
masked.
I'll tell
over
you
a
what,
lot
for
of it.
me, it sounds live, is how I thought of it. Like, it sounds like it wasn't in a studio. They just had one microphone in a room, they played all the songs and went home.
I agree, actually.
And also,
Yeah.
while they did it, there was somebody on a mixing table, and he just kept sort of weirdly altering the volume.
And he
for
just
every song.
kept going, and you all the way up!
And just like in different songs, it felt like there was different levels of like Will said, masking.
Yeah.
And the ones that I'd argue felt better were the ones that felt better produced, which are probably Denver's top three, which is why he says that.
Do you,
But,
sometimes I think it's noticeable when production's bad, right? When you have to like turn it up quite loud to actually listen to it, right? Hear me out here. But then you get to a point where you've turned it up that much that it's all just noise, right? And I feel like that happens with so many albums that are like underproduced. Like, I feel like if you did listen to this music loud at all, it was just so unbelievably meh.
But if it's too quiet, you can't really make it anything.
Yeah, if it was too quiet, it's just like, it's just nothing. But you turn it up to try and get more out of it, the production, it just then became just noise, and I could never like gauge that.
and you can't even tell that you don't write notes for these. Will.
Could you tell?
That was insane.
To be fair, that was completely off the cuff.
That was off my dome. That was the top of my dome. Bitches, I'm taking them home. What?
Hey!
It's funny that you say that the vocals were masked by the music, because I described that as the vocals matched the music.
Was all?
Maybe this is all just like, because I really enjoyed this album, but maybe it's just because of a core point of a lot of these songs just carried it through and I ignored everything else.
What was the
Like,
core
I
point?
feel like all the choruses were great.
I found them underwhelming.
Yeah.
And all the same.
They're underwhelming, yeah.
They're fine.
It's crazy, isn't it? I really enjoyed this album. I thought it was really good. I loved the like electro effects put on a lot of the vocals and music throughout the album.
That was cool.
I liked how most of them were quick and high tempo. Like the weaker songs, well, I wouldn't even say the weaker songs were slower. There was just one song I didn't really like. I think so many songs had good hooks or choruses. They did. My main criticism of the album is that a lot of the songs followed the same formula of short verse, often 2 or 3 lines, pre-chorus, chorus. At least the verses were different, unlike What was that band?
Can't wait for the stab here because he's getting attacked.
The Wombats.
No, not the one.
Going to the doctors on a Friday.
Two Door Cinema Club.
Two Door, yeah.
Ah, yes, yeah.
And a lot of them had like a breakdown moment towards the end.
Dirty riff.
Shut up.
There could be a bit more. What it could be?
You're right, man.
I don't know what I've put there.
This is why I don't write notes.
Ordering could be better.
Of the songs?
Yeah, because I felt like similar styled songs were stacked together.
To me, like, it was hard to notice when a song had changed, so it wouldn't have made any difference swapping them over, to be honest.
See, I'd argue that isn't necessarily true. Like, I did feel like the songs were unique. They weren't hooky, but they were unique.
Well, some of the songs ran into each other.
Which is great because, like, when you,
I don't think they did, really.
when you
other than
turn
the
off the
beginning.
lights in a room of deaf children, they also run into each other.
What would turning off the lights do if they were blind
Because
anyway?
No, I said deaf.
Oh.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
And then they
Joe.
can't hear
Like
each
a
other
blind-
coming.
You got a blind person in a lit room.
And then you turn off
Like,
the light.
turn the lights off and like, you can't see now.
bitch. You're a fucking idiot. Joe.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh my.
Apparently, often, like, blind people will do that. They'll just be sat, like, in a pitch black room in their house when, like, people enter, like, family members and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, Jason, you've been sat here in the dark all day," and Jason will be like,
What
I
the
assume,
fuck? Yeah,
because as far as I'm aware, all blind people are vampires.
God.
They're just hanging from the ceiling.
Joe, that could be interpreted.
Oh, I never knew little Chris was a vampire.
This completely changes Aiden's story. Yeah, a lot of blind people are just in dark rooms, hanging from the ceiling.
Vampires.
Oh, not the only reason they're blind.
Joe's the kind of guy that sees an alley blowjob and goes, "Quick, that man's headbutting the other man in the stomach. We have to stop him."
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, Denver.
My least favorite was White Lies because it's by far the slowest, and it's just kind of meh.
Never just waited patiently for that to finish.
Denver really does hate the
He's like,
interruptions.
I will carry on with my review. Okay.
I get it though. When you're doing your review and like someone interrupts, all you're focused on is what you're gonna say next. So like, it's hard.
No,
to
I
keep,
like
it's
being
hard to keep track
interrupted.
of it.
This is Will's favourite part.
Genuinely. There's something to
And
bounce
also,
off.
White Lies is
What's White Lies then?
Did you say you not like getting interrupted, Denver?
it's kind of meh.
Even the ambulance doesn't want to.
It's all those blind people.
What?
My third favorite was Violent Minds. I think it's a great start to the album, and it's one of the few songs that has the guy's voice in it, even though it's like heavily distorted. And I quite like that contrasting moment. It's probably one of the ones that, well, it's the only one I think that has his voice in it. Second was I'm Sorry. That was a slow one, but actually done well, unlike White Lies. I love it's with a few songs that also, rather than just, because I feel like the songs often, they hit whatever tempo or beat they were going at, it hit that straight away. And it just stayed at that for the whole song.
Songs
or
do
often,
tend to stay in the same tempo.
Shut the fuck up, Joe. Because often,
What song was that,
halfway
sorry?
through a song, I haven't said a song yet.
Oh, you know?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying how most of these songs on this album set like a pace of how they were going straight at the beginning, and often would then drop out instruments throughout it. Whereas I'm Sorry, my second favourite, starts off slow and builds up to it. So it's a few songs. It's one of the only songs that does that on this entire album. And it was a bit of a different tone and a bit slower, but it was actually done well as opposed to White Lies. And my favourite was Aura, Aura.
Yeah, that's
Aura,
how you
yeah.
pronounce that, yeah.
I think it has the best hook on the album, has a really clean snare sound, and it has like the whole call and answer gimmick in it. And I enjoyed it.
Very feel good, that song.
It's call and response, you bitch.
What did he say?
Call and answer.
Ah.
Pick up the phone.
So overall, it was a bit repetitive in the formula. They could have changed it up a little bit more, but when they did change it up, it was created one of the only bad songs on the album. So, but other than that, I really enjoyed it, and it was very short.
Very
It
short.
was over before.
About half an hour.
Yeah. So it never stuck around too long. And I liked the cool intro and intermission thing. I think it breaks it up quite nicely.
They
so.
weren't cool. They were awful.
They were cringe.
It was alright.
That's my review.
Thank you. Now you can have fun, Denver.
Yeah, what was that all about? You okay?
You good?
You
Good, bro?
blind?
You need to talk.
Blind. Sorry. Whose go is it? Is it Aiden's?
It's
Mine,
Aiden's.
but Denver's not speaking.
Yeah,
now.
why aren't you speaking?
It's like my review is done.
Exactly. My work is done now.
Fucking hell, it's like playing. What is it? What did we play? The fucking drawing game?
Draw.io.
Scribblio.
Scribblio.
No,
Denver just
yeah.
muted
no,
himself.
Denver
Scri-
muted himself.
Scribblio is...
It's so that I could cheat.
Yeah, which is just bullshit.
Just a
yeah.
bender fucking answer. What an absolute bell end. You know?
No.
No?
No. I don't know.
Is it my review?
It is.
Good.
It is.
I too want total silence for my review.
Well, I will say nothing else but the review.
Look, right? You know, I kind of like this album, okay? It can be a little edgy, like, it can be like a little edgy child and daddy issues at times, but when you look past it, it's not a bad album. Its short runtime makes it, like, palatable, and all the songs feel unique enough to pique my interest individually, but the very few of them had a hook worth staying for. Yes?
Yes.
Completely agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you. Yeah, not to mention the production often felt flat. All right, and I don't know about you guys, okay? But do you find that many female sort of pop punk singers sound very similar?
Similar, yes, definitely.
So I propose this, okay? This is my theory. They're all the same person.
Everyone,
Right, now,
all
about
women are
this.
the same.
Cancer.
Think about this, right?
Everyone's Chrissy.
Have you ever seen Hayley Williams, Chrissy Costanza, Janine Shilstone, Taylor Monson, Taylor Jordine, Lizzie Hale, or Jenny McGall all in the same room at the same time?
Oh, fuck.
No.
Zoom in on that.
Didn't think so. Didn't think so. They're the same person.
That makes sense, actually.
It does.
Yeah.
It's the only logical answer, to be fair.
Do you know what would have made her sound different? If she'd actually used a Scottish accent, which might have changed things, you know?
Is she
But no one wants to hear
They're a
the
Scottish
Scottish
band,
accent.
yeah.
No one wants to hear the Scottish accent. In
Yes, they
music.
do.
No one does.
I
This
like
is why
Lewis
Biffy.
Capaldi.
This is why Biffy Clyro sucks. Lewis Capaldi doesn't really use his accent,
Yeah, but if I say he does, he does.
but he doesn't.
Yeah, but he does.
Jerry Cinnamon does.
Changes.
Jerry Cinnamon.
This is why Biffy Clyro sucks. What's that other shitty band that was Scottish that we listened to?
Oh no, they were good. Flipping the switch on the generator.
That was
That's all we remember.
Twin Atlantic.
Twin
Flip the
Atlantic.
switch on the generator.
But I
No,
did,
yeah.
Can
Hold
turn
on.
you on.
but I did like that guy who we saw, Will, at the Death of Anna concert.
Of course you
what's his
fucking
name?
did.
I liked him.
He was fun, but he was shit.
No, he was not. He was.
He was
great.
just shouting at everyone.
Yeah, he was a good
Right,
lad.
his whole thing was just shouting at people, and he was like
It was
good
just
because he was
that- there just that
entertaining.
girl that didn't like his music, and he was just messing with her.
I can't remember the name of the band
classic
though.
Will
It's just gonna
Davies.
trigger
No, I
me.
keep
so.
forgetting it.
He's just talking about all the live concerts he's been.
Joe brought it up.
Classic Will move.
God,
that.
Will. Oh, I've been
I
to a
can't
concert.
escape it, man. I
I've
need to
been
talk about
so
live
many
stuff.
Concerts.
Don't you think?
Worst song for me was Claudia.
Claudia.
Right?
No, it's actually CLAWDIA.
I know. I was wondering if it was like an actual acronym for something, but I couldn't find out if it was.
Can you make your own? Just
Weird when they do that. Oh, go for it.
Not you, Joe.
Okay, so it's Champions League, eh?
Undying international arsehole.
That'll do.
Champions League, eh? Undying international arsehole.
That makes so much sense.
It does if you watch football. Yeah, the song just really confused me. I kind of struggled to pick a least favourite because I'd argue they were all pretty on par with each other in terms of quality.
It's crazy, this, isn't it?
So, like, confusion was all I could really downvote it for.
Like, I like them so much.
No, like, I feel like if an album has, like, bad production to the point where even I notice it, in the same way that if it has bad enough lyrics that you notice it, it must be bad, kind of thing.
I just didn't notice it. Maybe I was just deluded by.
Maybe
I just like the choruses
over
enough.
your eyes.
I don't know. I thought it was good production.
How does it feel to be wrong?
Like, it definitely had a noisy vibe.
Yeah, but so does all of Joe's music.
Shut up.
Well, that's why I'm surprised if Joe says it's bad production.
Oof.
No, it's no better than my music. I'm not saying it's better than mine.
I'm not saying it's better than your music. I'm saying better than metal.
Oh, I thought
it was attacking JMMT. Check him out on Spotify. That's what it's
Sorry, I don't know what came over me there.
Sometimes-
the devil's been released.
Sometimes people double track.
Did you know that, Joe?
Yeah,
Did you know that sometimes some people double track?
happens most of the time. It's usually more than 2 tracks.
Sometimes
Really?
it's 100 times.
Sometimes there's more than 2 tracks on a song.
Funny little
Champions League, eh?
funny little sound engineer fact. A lot of the times, what they'll do is they'll double...
Third favourite was All That Candy. She doesn't really show her vocal abilities in this song, and but it does have the best backing on the album. My second favourite was Where Are You?
Such a cunt.
Just gonna keep going until you re-interrupt me.
It's so good. It's so good.
Cool. Yeah, nice harmonies and harmless. What the fuck have I written here? Nice harmonies and harmless. My mum sent me a Harmville request on Facebook. What?
Farmville.
No, Harmville. It's like fucking high. What the fuck?
Are you alright?
What does that even mean? Alright, and my number one song was obviously Aura. It's the only song that stuck out to me on the first listen. Mainly just because it's got that half-timey chorus, and that shit's my jam. Overall, it's okay. It's kind of like the polar opposite of me. Unoffensive and fine to listen to.
You are fine, though.
I'm hot shit.
You are
Babe.
fire.
Bruh.
Yes, so this album I thought was incredibly underwhelming, more so than anything. Little fact for you. VUKOVI is wolf, or means wolves in Serbian,
In Viking.
which is what they used to be called before they became VUKOVI. There you go.
Cool.
A little fun fact for you that I found out.
I knew the wolves thing, but I didn't know that would translate.
Yeah. And because it used to be, I think there used to be a different singer, and they kicked them out and then got her in or something. But apparently she got kicked out of another band, so I don't know what
All this
stems
kicking
that.
I think they were a 3-piece, and now they're only a 2-piece band.
Yeah.
All this kicking out malarkey.
I know, it seems it's a bit drama, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much things have been said, but I found it extremely underwhelming.
I don't feel like anyone said that.
Sorry, I was just looking at what my band name would be. So I'm now going to be called Patro from now on. Patro.
What's that?
It's French for pasty.
Would that be your English band
Surely you would be for what's French, well, whatever baguette is, you know? Cause
Oh my god, yeah, that's a good idea.
Isn't
To be
baguette
fair,
in French baguette?
Yeah, isn't baguette already a French word? Yeah.
I was going to say, baguette is a French
It's
word,
like
but
going-
it's
it's
translated
like
to something
going-
else.
To
It's like,
baguette
going,
is baguette.
it's like saying,
Oh,
how do you
that's-
say croissant in French?
Oh my
Do you
god.
ever, when asking for like getting a chocolate croissant, do you say pain au chocolat, like when you buy it?
I'll say pain of chocolate.
Hey, interesting.
Or do you say a
actually.
chocolate croissant?
Oh, apparently
Croissant.
croissant means increasing in
Chocolate.
English.
Who the fuck says croissant as well? Hold on, we just let that slide. Also, all fucking Russian and shit like that. I don't even know what to call that sort of. You know what I mean? That sort of dialect.
Yeah.
The word baguette is literally just baguette. It just swaps to baguette. It seems like universally it's called baguette no matter where you are.
Well, I guess we call it a baguette, and a baguette is French, right?
Oh my
So-
god, no, Lithuanian baguette.
It sounds more Italian. Forget it.
Good day.
God damn, no, they're literally all just baguette. It's kind of like every country's word for football, isn't it? It's like football, foosball, football, and then just America's
No,
like
no, no.
soccer.
Foosball is the thing you roll the ball and you got to get it in the hole.
Yes, in England it is, Joe, but in some countries it just directly translates to ball.
I thought
of foot.
foosball was
The table
the like
sport.
indoor football.
Nah, it's not. It's
No,
not.
no,
It's
no,
just
no, no.
It's just specific to England. Some places do just call it football or
No,
foosball.
no, foosball is the table.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
I thought it
always
was
that.
the thing where it's like bowling but worse.
All right,
Can
in,
we,
in Japanese it's futoboro.
Can we hurry this up? I've only got 143 hours left of memory space.
Just looking at Belarusian is football.
Just remember now, if all else fails, if you can't speak to a foreign person, just say baguette and they'll know what you're talking
And
about.
football.
Ah, they'll know.
Football,
They'll
baguette.
know what
Be like, hello?
it is. And they're just like, no speaking.
No speaking
No
English.
speaking.
And you're
Just
like,
like,
baguette?
Football, baguette.
Baguette.
Yeah, why
They're
was
like,
the universal?
baguette.
Baguette!
Why was the universal word not like hello? You know, like. I guess that's why people from abroad can play English football.
I just looked at what football is in Indonesian. It's sepak bola. What's that? Oh my god, the Irish word is pale for football. Pale. P-E-I-L. Peel.
Let's go play some peel.
Peel.
Peel. I love the Japanese one. Oh, futuboru.
I think that's just racist
No,
accent.
That's how
genuinely.
it's said.
I'm literally clicking on the the thing that reads it back to you, and it's like futuboru.
So just for clarification, Joe, it's called foosball in
Yeah.
America.
What?
It's just table football over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got that from
Swedish is
Friends, Joe.
Swedish is for football. All the nouns are replaced with O's in the word football. For
Is
Swedish.
foosball still popular?
Well, it's the biggest sport in the world, isn't it? So it's probably everyone knows. Football.
Yeah, but how do you quantify a sport's size? Is it like the size of the pitch? Because I'd argue golf
Fan
is
base
bigger.
and the amount of people it brings in to watch.
So sad.
Like, the
now.
World Cup is
Football
still like
biggest
the most
popular sport.
watched thing in the world.
See, I
isn't
don't
it?
know how it's not like women's volleyball, because that's the only thing I like watching.
That's not creepy at all.
Oh god.
That's a Denver statement
Do you ever
there.
remember when
Norwegian
was it
is
Sepp Blatter
football,
was
sorry.
like the women's football should wear shorter shorts and that will
Yes.
increase the viewership?
Yes!
Denver says more creepy things.
Yes!
That's so creepy.
Hang on, I didn't say this was Sepp Blatter who said this, not Denver Wilson.
My god, look at that
okay.
foosball table.
It's 16 grand.
Not enough.
Just ask Roy.
Daddy.
I'm sure he'll transfer it to what is definitely your savings account.
Oh, Joe. Where was I? Oh, all right, yeah. So this, it's just this is probably the third time I've said it, but underwhelming is really the word here. I feel like the intermission and the intro were incredibly cringy and not needed. I
think they were cool.
How are they cool?
Why are they cringy?
They're just the way they're said. It's just awful. And
but you like rap.
Yes. They don't say cringy shit like that.
That one.
I don't know.
You like Taylor Swift.
They don't say cringy shit.
Yeah, Taylor Swift is universally great, so you're in the wrong there.
Yeah.
And also, you like Kanye.
12-year-old girls, Denver, yes.
No, how dare you? Kanye
Girls
made that
don't stay 12
famous.
forever, Will.
But you do.
I'm glad that Will took that in a nice direction. I thought we were going to make a 12-year-old rape joke.
Yeah, I was very...
I'm glad you sidelined that. No, that was good. Smooth.
Yeah, so production
Like a 12-year-old.
was lacking.
Great.
I feel like the songs never really changed up enough at all, so there's like no
That's
contrast.
because they were already so good.
I think the backing was really good, right?
Oh.
I actually really liked the backing, but I didn't really like her voice, and again, it was masked over like the whole time. Like,
Blended.
I feel like the levels, the levels were just shit.
On point.
Do you want me to come in there and slap you?
Denver's just like really, really subtly, mind you. Obviously, no one can hear this, but he's very subtly undermining everything you say.
Yeah, I know.
So actually, Will Davies speaks his own language, and I'm just converting it to English.
Right, I see. No,
Yeah.
that's believable.
So I think you're converting it to Tory, actually. But we'll move on.
God.
Who's Tory?
You know, the 12-year-old.
Tony?
12-year-old fan Tory.
No,
They don't stay 12 forever, Will.
they don't stay 12 forever. Just ask Denver.
Just ask them, but oh dear, he's waiting.
I was 12 once.
It's true.
I didn't listen to music back then.
No, you didn't.
We can tell. So,
Oh,
basically, it's just a bit. I find the album a bit shit, and I don't.
Bit.
But again,
Well, good.
as I was saying, the backing I actually genuinely really liked. It had a very Bring Me the Horizon-esque to it.
But the backing is like all the production. So how can you like the backing but say it was bad?
All right, no, that's not what it is. The backing sound like it's good, but the production on it is shit. It's not the same thing.
I know what you mean, Will, but you couldn't have said that fucking any worse.
the backing
is good.
But the production is bad.
Well, production isn't the backing, so it's not the same thing.
Yeah, but
Production is how it's put together.
You've not educated Denver on why they're different.
You've got to spell it out.
I'm not going to
just
educate
pull it
him.
Basically,
He reviews albums, he should know.
Basically, Will likes the melodies of the backing, but not the sound and the production of it.
There we go, thank you.
No, I don't stand by that.
No, you're right, Denver. I'm on your side now. These guys are just idiots.
It's like me playing the guitar but recording it on my phone, and then me recording guitar but with an actual microphone.
Yes.
This-
See, Joe, you're
this
actually... Joe, you
Yeah,
just
you're
do
so
my review
smart.
for me, please. You should
Fuck.
translate for me.
I don't think it sounds like that at all, though.
I think it does.
Joe, you're so clever.
Thank you.
Her
This
voice
going to be
was...
a music review? Does Michael?
Her voice was always masked over, and the levels was just completely overpowered her. But the backing was good. Generally, it just needed a better contrast, a better vocalist. Just not my cup of tea, really. To me, even though it's short, it didn't feel that short because I found it just not really enjoyable to listen to at all. I just didn't really have a great time with it and didn't really particularly want to listen to it, which is a bit shit. Worst for me was White Lies because I hate the effects they put on the guy's voice in the background. It completely ruined the song. But again, similar to what Aiden said, it's hard to pick a worst that's a very minute thing because I feel like a lot of them could have been worse because they weren't that much different from one another. Third for me was All That Candy, just because I don't know, it's just slightly better than.
Do you know? It's as if you haven't written any notes.
I haven't.
And it's causing you
So
a
you've
problem.
not written any notes, Will.
No, because what would you even say about them anyway? There's nothing to write about them. Like I just feel like
nice
they're just.
harmonies, harmless. My mum sent me a Harmville request on Facebook.
Well, there you go.
You know,
Both of you,
great.
when reading your things, had to pause for a minute because you couldn't understand what you
Yeah,
read.
because you kept fucking interrupting me.
Oh,
How dare you,
is Daddy
Denver?
going to cry?
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Oh,
Second
Daddy.
for me was Violent Minds because for some reason, and first for me, first for
This
me
is so fun. Well, I'm actually upset at you. Why haven't you reviewed this?
because it's just so. I just thought it was shit. I didn't like it. Right, these
I don't
songs.
think you gave it a chance. I never heard you listen to it once.
I mean, you literally walked in them and you listening to it earlier.
Not true.
That is true.
You were wanking.
And you're not with me 24/7, Denver. Funny
I am.
enough, so no, you're not. So first for me,
Like now, you listen to music while doing album reviews.
I'm actually not this
Very
time.
rude.
I am. I'm also boy. Remember? We got him, boys.
Yeah, but first for me was Aura because it is just the best. The only song that I actually kind of remember on the album, to be honest.
Is Joe going to make a controversial choice by not picking it?
I just didn't.
No, it's going to be
this album.
controversial and pick it because that's how it works in Joe's mind.
Joe's smart.
What can I say?
It's weird, isn't it? Because Aura to me wasn't like a clear standout winner.
How?
I just argue it was the only one that stuck out to me on my first listen kind of thing. I was like, oh,
Like, it
this
definitely had the best vocal hook, but I thought
that's what we're like, you know?
Oh, I remember why
like
Violent Minds was my
vocal
second.
hooks.
Second, okay, I've got it in my head now. Violent Minds I did like, which was my second, because it had the most Bring Me the Horizon back in. There we go. I couldn't tell you why third was All That Candy. It's just probably a little bit better than the rest.
The actual
But number one was...
the backing and production is better on Call Me Candy.
There we go, thank you. You do it for me.
Call
And
me Kevin. Call me Carson.
All That Candy. First for me was Horror again, because it's just the best sounding. And the only one that I actually enjoyed to listen to.
No.
Kind of.
Why does everyone want to speak to me tonight?
you know, you're just such a popular guy.
Alright.
That's not true. I cry every night. It's
Overall,
not something a popular guy would do.
I feel
I don't
like
know.
they need to develop a better sound, personally.
Oh.
I think you need to get better ears.
I have the best ears. I listen
Ear
to the most
technology's
music.
not there.
My ears are
yet.
bigger. That means they must be better.
I don't think. Well, they probably are.
Well,
Actually.
so's your nose. It's not better for smelling. It's just better for snorting cocaine.
It is good for that, to be fair.
Amazing.
To be fair, I feel like one of my noses is always blocked, so...
I wonder why.
Is your ears as well?
It sounds like it.
Just when
Nice.
you're talking.
Not when 12-year-olds are talking, though, eh, Denver?
They're older now, Will.
They're older. Your mama's so fat. When she walked past
If
the
Taylor Swift
TV, I
fans are
missed 2
12-year-olds,
episodes.
If Taylor Swift fans are 12-year-olds when Taylor Swift first released an album, right?
They're
They'll be
dead.
like... Oh, shit. They'll be 32.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Fuckable now.
No, so I completely miscalculated that.
That's a lie.
They'll be 27.
Fuckable now.
So actually, these 12-year-olds you speak of are older than me.
I'm feeling like I'm
Yeah, but they're also all women.
27.
Ideal.
Well, that's sexist.
Sorry.
And you don't know how they identify.
Yeah, we can't keep this in the review now, Will.
They were
Thanks
born
a
a
lot.
woman. That's all that matters.
Thanks
Thanks
a
a-
lot to that's not progressive.
I think
that's
that's
not
not
progressive.
correct.
That is.
I think you decide what gender you are when you turn 18.
That's not how it works.
That's not progressive either. None
That
of you
doesn't
are
sound very
progressive.
Black Lives Matter to me.
I ain't kneeling. I ain't kneeling.
I ain't kneeling.
They don't call me kneeling.
See how much more entertaining it is when you talk over someone's review. Just saying.
See how much more entertaining it is once you finish your review.
Only when Will's finished it.
Do you guys need a second?
Devin's in such a little bit.
He's just so aggressive.
I
right
know.
Now. Like
He did
Jack
warn us
Russell.
before
He
He
doesn't
doesn't
starting.
say anything for
He
this
did
entire
warn us
thing.
before starting the review
You know what
that it was
I'd
going
rather
to
hear
get
right now?
aggressive.
Joe.
Hello.
Jim Edwards, a
Is it
review.
my review?
Sadly.
No.
After well, Aiden's mum may be inviting him to Harmsville, but we're about to go to Averageville.
Average
what this album was.
Levine.
Why'd you have to go and make things so harmful, Caden?
I don't know. I thought this would be right up your street here, Joe.
It was at first, and I was this is all right, and I was like,
Right up
it's
Joe
kinda got
Street. Sorry, do you mean mediocre avenue?
Well, no, just all the criticisms you guys have given it is kind of how you criticise Joe's pick. So I thought Joe would be loving it.
That's not
so
true.
I've
I didn't
kinda
say I
like-
wanted to fucking shoot myself.
I've kind of like. I did like it. I've kind of made it seem like I don't, but I do. I did like it. It was just a bit messy at times. I think is a way to describe it. Very messy,
Oh, like the footballer.
like the football
football.
guy.
Baguette.
Baguette.
Forget.
Number 2, Baguette. Yeah, a bit messy. Production wasn't that great. There was a couple of songs on there that I really did like, but it was just fell short. But I like how drowned out everything was, and everything nothing was individual. It felt like everything was just mashed together.
Well collated, yes.
No, mashed together.
Denver, you do
You're
realise
really
you're doing
unlikable,
what?
this review, Denver.
You're doing a
You're
Donald Trump.
unlikable always.
No, he's
so-
not. He's not. You're doing a very Donald Trump thing. You know, like you remember when they're doing like the interviews and stuff, and the Minister of Health was up there, and they were like, "Do we have enough masks to support the American people?" And the health ministers go, "Yes, we have more than enough masks to support the people." And Donald Trump's in the background going, "It's about 4,000. We got 4,000 masks." That's you. That's what you're doing right now.
Well, you were moaning at me for saying nothing, and now I'm saying something, and you're still moaning at me.
You're just being aggressive.
You're being aggressive. There's
Well,
a difference.
you guys have been aggressive at me.
No, we haven't.
haven't.
You
Yeah, you
don't like
have.
the album.
I'm
There's
very
nothing-
upset.
You didn't make this album.
I've made a mistake again. I would never do this. Oh,
What?
I can't
Never
believe I
make a
fell for it.
mistake. You've been swindled.
I can't believe it.
What do you
I
mean?
said to myself, I wouldn't pick albums I liked, so then I wouldn't be disappointed.
Is
by
that why
everyone
you're
shouting.
aggressive? Because you're upset we don't like it?
I'm upset.
Denver.
I'm very upset.
Right.
It was okay, Denver.
No, it's okay. Come crouch over in this corner with me. Okay, are you down in the corner with me?
I'm down.
Don't you ever fucking speak to me like that again, you understand me? I will kill your family.
I've left the
I will
corner.
kill your... Demma! Come back!
I'm gone now.
We're not done talking, Demma.
No, I'm not listening.
Hey, Will, do you want to come to the corner quick?
I'll go to the corner.
Your family, your whole family, I'm going to murder them. I'm going to kill all of them, okay? Do you understand me? If you don't, if you start saying that you like this album now, for the sake of oh shit, someone's here. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing in that dark corner, hanging from
Nothing.
the ceiling?
Just hanging from the ceiling.
Just hanging, bro. Don't worry about it. Want a baguette?
Oh,
Sorry,
I like
sorry. No, I was speaking Italian. Do you want a baguette?
Have you got...
You got one in Japanese?
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got
a baguette.
I've got one of those German. I've actually got one of those German ones. Hold on, let me go get. I've got a baguette.
That's a gun. That's a gun. Put it down.
I can speak one word from every language.
That's a weird looking
Baguette?
baguette, Joe.
Joe, your baguette's got bullets in it.
Just a topping of gunpowder.
It's like a Tommy gun clearly disguised with this baguette over the top.
It's like how they used to do the violin cases with the Tommy gun.
Yeah, but it's just a baguette.
But it's a baguette. That's so fucking funny. Are you a hitman? What makes you say that? Nothing. It's just your magazine fell out of your baguette. What?
Didn't know baguettes came with handles.
Why's your baguette got a trigger, huh? Never you mind, Dimmy.
So this album
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
was great. No, it wasn't great. It was okay. It was okay. My least favorite was Behave. because I felt like it had like the most boring.
Because you're a rebel and you don't want to behave.
I don't want to behave. No, reminds me of that old teacher we had that was always telling us to behave.
Mrs. Behave. Yeah, I know.
Mrs. B.
No, that was the beekeeper, beehive.
Oh, sorry.
Beehive, yeah.
No, wait, hang on. Wasn't that my girlfriend, Mrs. Be Mine?
No, that was smooth.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to come to the corner?
Yeah, sure.
No, don't fucking get out of my corner.
Okay.
Carry on, Joe. Sorry.
That's fine. Behave. Worst vocal hook. My
Best vocal hook.
You're a bitch.
Third favorite was "Play with Me" because I can take it. I like that one. I like these all for pretty much the same reason. It's worth noting I do like the guitar sounds. Like, it's very metal. I liked it. And even though the production doesn't sound great, I do appreciate the little tidbits, you know.
Classic Joe line, tidbits.
Yeah, I like the little tidbits, you know, the bits where, like, you know, they kind of distort the vocals or they kind of do like a little DJ scratch effect on it. That was prominent in this song in particular. My second favourite was All That Candy.
Candy.
I like the riff in that song, and it had a good chorus as well. It kind of had one of those, you know, drop choruses. Pretty good. I think it's worth also noting that I felt like a lot of the time her voice didn't match the energy of the song. And that wasn't prominent throughout the whole thing, but it's just a couple of times I picked it up. Like, the music's really going in it, fast tempo, big energy, and she's just not matching that. Does anyone else get that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Fair enough. But my favourite was Aura.
Oh my god, it's happened.
Easily the best song. It is
For the first time in fucking
and
ages.
it is going on my 2021 playlist.
See why? Because I wouldn't even argue it's good enough to do that.
No, me neither.
It's just catchy. That whole chorus is just super catchy.
I just don't think it's song enough, you know?
Still a bit messy in parts.
Like the footballer.
Yeah, like the footballer.
Forget.
But pretty solid song. So yeah, I did enjoy the album. I just think the down points are just annoying because they're easily fixable.
Oh, are they, Joe?
Yeah.
Why don't you go fix it then?
If only I lived in Scotland.
That's not what I mean.
That's the only thing stopping me.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you like to know when was the last time do you think we all agreed on a favourite?
It would have been a metal album.
It's been over a year.
It hasn't.
Okay.
It's been 7 months.
It hasn't.
I'm trying to think what album it would be on.
It was. I'm almost certain it was a metal album.
It's not.
I knew it. It was not a metal album.
It was pick 94, and bear in mind we're on pick 133.
I mean, how do you expect me to think back?
Not me. I have
29
no idea.
views?
It was. Hold on, I've got this one.
No, you don't.
Are you just actually looking back yourself, or?
Kind of. It was. It was.
Cut him off, Denver.
No.
It was Troy Baker singing
God.
in the fire.
No way. Was it?
Did Lincoln...
I want
Oh.
to guess that. I want to guess that.
We all agreed on Apparition as the best one.
God, that album
I
was terrible.
I don't remember that album.
I
was
don't
the
remember
worst.
any of the songs.
I
Sorry,
still listen
sorry,
to my
Troy.
two favourites on that album.
Wow.
Because I like them well.
You say his voice was. Oh, hello. I've got one of those big mouth bubbles. You say his voice with such malice.
No, it's because I fucking hate him now.
Okay, but you literally like a day ago, you wrote nice things on his
Yeah, it was a
Facebook.
fucking lie, wasn't it? White lie.
Oh,
Thank you.
But yeah, overall decent. It was all right.
decent.
Decent.
I'm
mate.
going to guess this album's going to score 20.
No
Don't
way,
give it that
no.
much credit.
It's gonna get more than that. I'm thinking.
I hope
No,
not.
no way.
You're probably going to carry it with a 9 or something stupid.
Well, I'm throwing a 10 in there, Will, just to fuck you.
Despite everything I've said, it's a 10.
It's like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Are you done now, Joe? Or
Yeah, that's fine. That's no worries.
You done now, Joe?
Ratings. 8.
6.
4.
6.
Oh, okay, you gave it higher than I thought, actually.
Not me.
Score's 24.
Oh, not bad. Bang av.
Bang av.
Well, that is... yeah, I'm surprised, actually. I thought Will was going to give it a 3, Aiden a 4, and Joe a 5.
And I did say that I kind of
Yeah, you
liked
did,
the
to be
album.
fair. You didn't say, like, any songs were horrible.
They're just all... They're fine. None of them are really anything. They're just all good. Like I say, my least favourite was just picked randomly, basically, because like they're all kind of similar. On par.
Oh, God.
What?
Sorry, my voice made a
Did
funny
Will
noise there.
did Will do something there, or was it you?
It was me.
Those are actually noises Will makes constantly. So
Wait,
it was
what?
like I'm just wondering if like Will's rubbing off on you, you know? When you just sit there and like we'll make a joke and we're all laughing at you and go
When do I do that?
What it is it's when you laugh, to stop yourself laughing, you have to put the brakes on. So it's just the sound of the brakes being applied.
I don't do that. I don't do that. What is this attack? I don't do that.
Brilliant.
Just a little bit.
Right, I want an example.
I think well, I mean, isn't it literally in the last video?
Yeah, we just go... or whatever these do.
What?
Oh no, that was Aiden who made that noise, actually, I think.
No, I'm just talking like when he's
Hey.
in the table as well. Like, we're laughing.
Yeah.
Your album's fucking wank, and then Will goes.
Yeah, but that wasn't because I was laughing. It was.
Amazing.
Oh, that's unfair.
That's an example, Will. You asked specifically for
Yeah,
one.
but that's not an example. Good example.
Oh, not a good one. Do you want another?
Yeah, please.
I hate when people say name one time.
There,
No,
right there, you did it. You made the sound of the brakes releasing on a lorry when you finished laughing then.
What did I do?
You're like...
What the fuck is this? Go die.
Enhance that.
I'll just clip that bit and
Right,
just
at least I don't
replay it.
chomp every time I talk.
Oh, come on, Will. It's
Oh,
not
here
a
we
personal
go.
attack. Fucking hell.
No, you want to fucking go? Oh yeah, you can go suck your mum.
There he goes.
He's
There it
making
is.
sure to do like an abrupt stop now so he doesn't make the break.
Right then, the fucking brake noise.
The trouble is on the recording, you're not going to be able to tell who's laughing at which
dumb.
point there.
No.
So dumb. Oh, can we just do
So,
whatever?
Joe, are you about to pick another metal album to tell us it's the last metal album you're picking?
This is the last metal. No, it's not a metal album.
I'm
It
disappointed.
may be referred to as heavy rock,
Say.
You can say awful.
Oh my god.
but I think you'll like this one. This
Says every time.
So this is an album that I got shown about 6 months ago by my lovely girlfriend, and I loved it.
Gross.
And it's very popular.
The girlfriend or the album?
Very popular
I
band.
love the album very much. I will marry the album. I'm moving out with the album in a week.
Okay. They're very popular. They're a very popular band with 5 million listeners. Okay,
That's not very.
That's not very popular.
5 million monthly listeners.
That is very popular. That's more than JMD has.
That's true. In which case, everything's very popular.
But there's also a band that
the fucking break. It's like you're laughing. You're like, whoa, we gotta slow down.
That one was actually real as well.
So weird.
It's the
God,
breathing, isn't it? That's what Jimmy
shitty
Carr does,
wank
but for
album.
all of his laugh.
there's also another album
Oh, the old switcheroo.
that has 40 million monthly listeners.
I don't
Wait,
want to pick.
what,
that.
what are you
don't
changing?
No, I'm gonna leave it up to
No.
a vote here.
The first one.
Not the popular
One
one.
or two.
No, the first one.
The first
Oh
one.
no, you do want the
first
popular one.
one.
You do,
No,
please.
you don't. No,
Joe,
you
No,
don't.
because all
first
the
one.
popular people on Spotify is shit.
No, they're not.
No, yeah,
It's
yeah.
So like
Joe,
the weekend.
please.
It is.
Give us the
Shine
5
down. Attention, attention.
Shine down.
Yay! Sometimes
Did you just-
goodbye
did you just
is
say-
second chance.
Did you just say fuck's sake, Will? Last time I brought this up, you went, oh, please pick that. I really like them.
Which album?
Attention, attention.
Oh, a new one.
Yeah.
I've only heard one Shine Down song before.
And that's second chance.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
eyes
they've
are
done the
open
fucking metal
wide.
thing of like everything's in cap.
Except for one song called Special.
Yeah,
That's because
thank
it's
you.
special.
Special.
Reminds me of you, Will.
Why's that?
Weren't you part Down syndrome?
Special.
Oh dear.
That's
we
not
need to
true. He
stop.
nearly was.
You know, 1 in 6. 1 in 6 Down syndrome.
I think some of it sneaks through.
So cursed.
It's because we're all in a queue, so when you break, we all have to suddenly break.
I'm the leader of the train. Let's be honest. I'm the main.
Choo choo.
Chicka chicka.
Chicka-chicka.
Choo choo.
Any closing thoughts? Hey, Joe.
Did you know that baby koalas are fed poo